The Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. The government passed this act in 1981 to clean up our air by controlling pollution. Source of air pollution such as industry, vehicles, power plants, etc. are not permitted to release particular matter, lead, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, volatile organic compounds, VOCs, or other toxic substances beyond a prescribed level. To ensure this, Pollution Control Board have been set up by government to measure pollution levels in the atmosphere and at certain sources by testing the air. This measured in parts per million, in milligrams or micrograms per cubic meter. The particular matter and gases that are released by industry and by cars, buses and two-wheelers is measured by using air sampling equipment. However, the most important aspect is for people themselves to appreciate the dangers of air pollution and reduce their own potential as polluters by seeing that their own vehicles or the industry they work in reduces levels of emission. This act is created to take appropriate steps for the preservation of the natural resources of the earth, which among other things includes the preservation of high quality air and ensures controlling the level of air pollution. The main objectives of Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. A. To provide for the prevention, control and abatement of air pollution. B. To provide for the establishment of central and state boards with a view to implement the Act. C. To confer on boards the powers to implement the provisions of the Act and assign to the board's functions related to pollution. Air pollution is more acute in heavily industrialized and urbanized areas, which are also densely populated. The presence of pollution beyond certain limits due to various pollutants discharged through industrial emission are monitored by the pollution control boards set up in every state. Power and functions of the boards. Central Board. The main function of the Central Board is to implement legislation created to improve the quality of air and to prevent and control air pollution in the country. The board advises the central government on matters concerning the improvement of air quality and also coordinates activities, provides technical assistance and guidance to state boards, and lays down standards for the quality of air. It collects and disseminates information in respect of matters relating to air pollution and performs functions as prescribed in the Act. State pollution control boards. The state boards have the power to advise the state government on any matter concerning the prevention and control of air pollution. They have right to inspect at all reasonable times any control equipment, industrial plant or manufacturing processes and give orders to take the necessary steps to control pollution. They are expected to inspect air pollution control areas at intervals or whenever necessary. They are empowered to provide standards for emission to be laid down for different industrial plants with regard to quantity and composition of emission of air pollutants into the atmosphere. A state board may establish or organize a laboratory to perform this function. The state governments have been given powers to declare air pollution control areas after consulting with the state board and also give instructions for ensuring standards of emission from automobiles and restriction on use of certain industrial plants. Penalties. Persons managing industry ought to be penalized if they produce emission of air pollutants in excesses of the standards laid down by the state board The board also make applications to the court for restraining persons causing air pollution. Whoever contravenes any of the provision of the act or any order or any direction is used is punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 months or with fine of 10,000 or worth both in case of continuing offense with an additional fine which may extend to rupees 5,000 for every day during which such contravention continuous affect conviction for the first contravention. What can an individual do to control air pollution? One, when you see a polluting vehicle, take down the number and send a letter to the Road Traffic Office (RTO) and the Pollution Control Board (PCB). Second, if you observe an industry polluting air, inform the Pollution Control Board in writing and ascertain if action is taken. Three, use cars only when absolutely necessary. Walks or cycle as much as possible instead of using fossil fuel powered vehicles. Four, use public transport as far as possible, as more people can travel in a single large vehicle rather than using multiple small vehicles, which add to pollution. Five, share a vehicle space with relatives and friends. Carpools minimize the use of fossil fuels. Six, do not use air fresheners and other aerosols and sprays which contain CFCs that deplete the ozone layer. Seven, do not smoke in public place. It is illegal and endangers not only your own health but also that of others. 8. Coughing can spread bacteria and virus. Use a handkerchief to prevent droplet infection, which is airborne and endangers the health of other people. 9. It is citizens' duty to report to the local authorities, such as the collector or the pollution control board, and the press about offences made by a polluter, so that action can be taken against the offender. It is equally important to prevent and report to authorities on cutting down of trees, as this reduces nature's ability to maintain the carbon dioxide and oxygen levels. 11. Preventing air pollution and preserving the quality of our air is a responsibility that each individual must support, so that we can breathe air that will not destroy our health. Thank you. Have a nice day.